It's now afternoon, and we've decided to implement a new strategy. Brent and Charlie are going to team up, and Dirt is going to hunt solo. Dirt picks a spot that he can see a long way and gets it ready. After brushing himself in with his Kershaw saw, Dirt starts glassing. There are a lot of deer on the move today. It's a good sign. Meanwhile, Brent and Charlie see a few good signs of their own. The bucks are definitely moving tonight, and Charlie's hunt turns out to be pretty exciting.
Last night, Charlie and I were glassing a valley with some sagebrush in it. Picking out animals is very tough in the sagebrush. We've had hunters that come in and you'll see the game and they'll look and they can't find them. And if you just keep staring at the same spots, eventually the animal will move and you can catch a glimpse off his horn, you can catch a white tail moving through the brush. We sat there about an hour and all of a sudden got some movement. The deer started coming to us. They dropped down into a creek bottom. We watched, and then all of a sudden Charlie says, "Hey, I think I see some antlers coming over the hill." And sure enough, buck come up and we were running out of light. He picked them up, they come up, and he was just about to squeeze the trigger and the dang buck laid down on us. So we ran out of light, kind of ended there.
Dirt's luck this evening was about the same as Charlie's.
We hadn't been really lucky, but it's getting ready to change.
Things start out pretty promising. There are deer popping up all over the ridge. Several are bucks.
We still can't make this deer be good enough for us.
But as the light starts to fade, we have still yet to see anything of significance. Hopefully tomorrow will finally bring us that much-needed good luck. It's our third morning of hunting in Wyoming with Tangle Ridge Outfitters, and Brent and Charlie are on their way back to the same area they hunted yesterday. It's a good possibility the deer we saw last night may rise out of the sagebrush right where we left him. Dirt is on his way to a ridgetop on the backside of where Charlie and Brent are. Amazingly, Dirt has caught some of the deer in this area off guard. Dirt takes notice of one in particular.
That's what Jay Lesser calls a 1/10 scale model of the one you're looking for. But he also says, based on the song that we do, I'm looking at a buck that's racked so small I have to have a Hubble telescope to see him at all.
After a few hours of glassing, Brent finally catches some movement. A few bucks are making their way through the sage, directly in front of our position. But after a little closer look, Charlie sees that it's not the big buck from last night. So the hunt continues. Up on the ridge where Dirt has set up, there's a different type of situation going on.
Ready? Ready?
We found a buck hidden in the sagebrush, but there isn't enough light to get a good look at him.
Rick, we're going to have to do something. He's at 378 feet. If he gets it further in that sage, I'm not going to get a shot.
It looks like we'll have to wait a little longer on this one. On the sunnier side of the slope, Charlie and Brent are watching the three bucks from earlier slip farther and farther away. Brent is still convinced that we can locate the big deer from last night. Then, a funny thing happens.
This morning we set up in a couple different drainages. Dirt took one knoll, and Charlie and I sit on another ridge. Old Dirt heard his rifle rip one off, and it was outstanding.
We'll show you what old Dirt has gotten himself into when Hunting University returns. This segment brought to you by 1-800-INSURANCE.com. The power to save starts today.